about my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree.
The Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Just a fool, stuff that stuff in the trunk.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground with Bigsby to strike the drive. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, 49ers nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Nix. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to the air with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Take Bigsby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me,
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on the field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
102 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Bigsby. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Bigsby once more. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Take Bigsby on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Richardson. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Set. Gotta be lying. Gotta be lying. Rush in. Rush in. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Back to the air with Richardson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
42-yard line.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Hunter, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go. 18, 70. Go.
Richardson working from the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points, it got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Richardson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Again, it's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready, go.
Richardson looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Richardson out of the shotgun. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game.
49ers 29.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the carry, Bigsby. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the Niners 33-yard
to throw. Here's Nix. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
A run here with Bigsby. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Nix. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down the left sideline. Amon-Ra St. Brown racing to the end zone. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 90 yards.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Here we go.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Go.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Again, Walker. And this time he is in. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for
now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Saints 31.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
18, 5 in. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, Mustang 19.
There, Richardson back to throw it. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
70 Timberwolves.
Richardson.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 ball catch, 60 ball. Here we go, set. 19 sight, 19.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. That's Ronnie Hickman who is there for the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Hunter, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
49ers 36.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. This is 1st and 10. Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Richardson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And it's in.